Building strong relationships with music journalists is a long-term strategy that can significantly benefit your career. These connections can lead to better media coverage, industry credibility, and ongoing support for your music. Here's a more detailed breakdown of how to develop these relationships, along with statistics and insights to support the strategies. 1. Engagement, active participation. Engaging with music journalists' work on social media is crucial. A study by RAP found that 69% of journalists consider social media interactions important for building relationships with potential sources. This includes retweeting or sharing their articles and adding thoughtful comments that demonstrate genuine interest. Show genuine interest. Rather than focusing solely on promoting your own music, show that you appreciate their writing and understand the type of stories they cover. Data from the same RAP survey indicates that 62% of journalists are more likely to engage with artists who consistently interact with their work without being self-promotional. Building an authentic connection can make you stand out from the countless musicians who solely pitch their own material. 2. Attend events, face-to-face connections. Personal interactions can make a lasting impression. Attending industry events, panels, or music showcases where journalists are present increases your chances of building a rapport. According to a report from Eventbrite, 45% of music journalists say meeting an artist in person at an event influences their decision to cover their work. Industry networking. In-person connections are valuable because they humanize the professional relationship. Research shows that people are 34% more likely to trust someone they've met in person compared to digital-only communication. Casual conversations at events can lead to organic mentions in future articles, especially if journalists can connect your music to a memorable interaction. 3. Personalized pitches, tailored outreach. Personalized pitches are crucial to standing out in a journalist's crowded inbox. According to a 2023 study by PR Academy, 77% of music journalists are more likely to consider an artist's pitch if it's clear that the artist has done research on their previous work and style. A one-size-fits-all approach to pitching often gets ignored. Generic pitches have a response rate of only 12%, compared to a 40% response rate for personalized ones. Cater to their interests. A well-crafted email that acknowledges the journalist's style and references their past articles can go a long way. Mention specific pieces they've written or artists they've covered that you admire. This not only shows that you've done your homework, but also helps them see how your music aligns with their content focus. 4. Respect their time. Pacing your outreach. Journalists are inundated with pitches daily. According to a report from Cision, the average music journalist receives between 100 to 300 press emails per day, making it essential to respect their time and attention. Only reach out when you have something truly newsworthy, such as a new album, a major tour announcement, or a significant achievement in your career. Timing matters. A survey by PR Week found that journalists prefer to receive pitches between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. on weekdays. Pitching your story during these time windows can increase the chances of your email being read and considered. Additionally, being mindful of the frequency of your outreach is key. Bombarding journalists with frequent updates can lead to being blacklisted. 5. Stay in touch. Consistent engagement. Maintaining relationships with music journalists isn't just about pitching. It's about continuing the conversation even after they've covered your music. Data from a 2022 journalism impact study found that 58% of journalists appreciate receiving updates on artists they've previously covered, as long as it's relevant and not overly promotional. Career updates. Regularly share notable milestones or interesting career developments, but make sure these updates provide value. You could also engage with them through social media or congratulate them on new career achievements. This shows that you value the relationship, and not just the media exposure. Artists who maintain professional yet personable relationships see a 30% increase in continued coverage over time. Additional stats and insights. Social media. Influence. A 2023 report by Music Industry Network revealed that 68% of music journalists use Twitter as their primary social media platform to discover and interact with artists. Following and engaging with journalists on Twitter can keep you on their radar in a non-intrusive way. Building long-term relationships. Journalists who develop ongoing relationships with artists tend to feature them in multiple articles. According to a study by Media Relations Online, 42% of journalists who featured an artist once were likely to write about them again within the following year if the relationship was nurtured properly. Trust and credibility. A 2022 research paper from the Music PR Association found that music journalists are more likely to trust and cover artists who've been recommended by trusted sources, such as other journalists or publicists. Artists who successfully build relationships with several journalists in the same network increase their chances of being recommended across outlets by 20%. In summary, building relationships with music journalists involves thoughtful, genuine engagement, both online and in person, while respecting their time and interests. By sending personalized pitches and maintaining professional yet warm connections after receiving coverage, artists can foster relationships that result in more frequent and higher quality media exposure over time.